We're finally here folks, the fully decked out AMD Ryzen PC that can do anything. Uncompromised PC gaming, the fastest SSD speeds I've ever seen, 4K video editing, you betcha. And the thing that is so crazy about all of this is that if you look at this level of performance only a year or two ago, I really wouldn't be surprised if it was costing you double what the entire PC actually costs. Now, make no mistake, this is not a cheap computer by any stretch of the imagination, but the fact that you can get this level of performance at accessible prices is fantastic. And with the money that you save, you'll be able to upgrade your mouse to wireless, with this video proudly being sponsored by Logitech and the brand new G502 Lightspeed wireless gaming mouse. Now, using a great mouse is oh so important to getting to the top of the leaderboard, and the 502 Lightspeed brings all of the features you'd expect from the very best. A super responsive 16,000 dpi hero sensor, LightSync RGB lighting, great battery life, and support for PowerPlay induction charging, all while providing the freedom of a truly wireless mouse. Cut the cord today with Logitech. Get your very own G502 Lightspeed with a link in the description below. Kicking things off with the CPU, this needs no introduction. It's the headline-grabbing AMD 3900X. This 12-core beast has all the multi-threaded performance of chips costing double, which allows you to build a do-it-all PC for a very surprisingly reasonable amount of cash. Unlike Ryzen chips of old, however, the party doesn't stop when it comes to single-threaded apps, as even if you're playing games on 240Hz monitors, I think you'd have a very hard time noticing a difference between Team Red and Team Blue. A big shout out to AMD for sending out this chip, and thank you for bringing the fight to Intel. Next up, it's motherboard time, and here we're using the Asus X570 Strix E, loaned out by Asus last week. The board is slightly concerningly expensive at £299, but you're looking at one heck of a feature set here, with dual heatsinks for the M.2 SSDs, PCIe 4 support, and the usual high quality build that you come to expect. It's a great looking motherboard, and it really works into the whole AMD red and black theme that we're going for here, and I'm very pleased to report that the onboard fan really isn't as noticeable in operation as I would have expected. Now, there is one part in this build that I would not recommend, but maybe not recommend for the build that we've got here because it is a little bit out of place. You see, AMD shipped out G-Skill's Trident Z Royal RAM for this build, and it's certainly an eye grabber with a gold mirror effect finish and a crystallized RGB strip along the top of each stick. And while I've got absolutely no complaints performance wise, as the kit can run at 3600 MHz to ensure the quickest CPU speed, it just doesn't match the theme, and it completely clashes with the very oversized CPU cooler. I'm using Be Quiet's Dark Rock Pro 4, which is one of my favourites. And along with a case, fans and power supply, this has all been sent out by Be Quiet for a future sponsored build tutorial that I'm hoping you will be seeing very soon. I absolutely love the cooler as its performance is tip top, while being more or less silent at low loads, and then barely audible when a party gets started. At about £70, it's also very well priced and thus easy to recommend. The main downsides to all of this, however, are pretty apparent, as, let's be honest, it's just not the most attractive cooler in the world, and those of you that do want to use all 4 RAM slots may find that you run into a bit of a clearance issue. It's also a bit of a pig to install, as while fitting it isn't actually very difficult, I found that the fan clips are a bit temperamental, and I came away quite frustrated this time, despite having fitted this twice before in different PCs. My advice is actually pretty straightforward. If you're going for price to performance, then I think this cooler is one of the best you can get. However, if you have a bit more money to play around with and you want something that is a bit more visually striking, shall we say, then maybe look at an AIO that has RGB, and I think it would bring this thing alive. Whereas what we have at the moment is very much, it's good. Let's just call it understated. Next up, we have to talk about the graphics card. And yes, to complete this AMD build, we're using the RX 5700 XT that was sent out last week for review. Things have been really hotting up in the GPU space for a while now, and with a recent price drop, this card represents real value for money. And if you're not interested in ray tracing, it's a great choice for 1080p, 1440p and ultra-wide gaming. I'll show you all of the benchmarks at the end of this video, but spoiler alert, even 4K gaming is pretty doable on this card. It really is a bit of a gem. Something else that has really got me very quite excited has been in the storage department, with my AMD bundle also including the Gigabyte Aorus PCIe Gen 4 drive. And this thing really is no joke, packing speeds up to 5 GB per second and 4.4 GB on the read and write respectively. It does generate quite a lot of heat however, which is why the double-sided SSD comes wrapped in this rather unusually large heatsink. This meant that it didn't quite fit in the motherboard as well as I'd like, so do be aware that you might need to rest it against the plastic board cover. Now powering this system is Be Quiet's 1000 watt straight power 11, an 80 plus gold supply that's not the most exciting component in the world, but it does a great job of keeping the system juiced up without making excess noise. It's also fully modular, which will help you to get a clean and tidy build, as well as offering a jet black cable design that won't ruin the look of your immaculate cable management. And the case that we're using here is the Silent Base 801, also from Be Quiet. And it's very much more of a traditional design, but the thing that makes it quite special is its modularity. You can choose an inverted layout if you want to be that little bit different, add and remove hard drive cages to support your individual needs, as well as fit radiators and fans to please even the most power hungry of user. I love how each side panel removes with just a simple button press, and as the name suggests, the PC is very, very quiet. But it's not the most exciting design I've ever seen. So if you're wanting that all-out RGB machine, then yes, you're probably going to need to look elsewhere. On the whole though, it's a case that really speaks to my needs, as I'm a PC under the desk sort of guy, and I care a lot more about noise and performance than expensive RGB lighting. So I've added some RGB strips, but then set them to breathe a soft red, and let the AMD machine show its teeth whenever it's gaming. In terms of the numbers, this is where the PC comes alive, and it's just remarkable what this chip can do. Cinebench scores this high have been pretty much unheard of from anything but the most expensive CPUs, so to see this on a consumer platform is awesome. But of course, it's gaming that's the star of the show for many of us, and this jack-of-all-trades PC has no trouble throwing out the frames in everything I put in its path. 1080p Ultra Gaming is just no sweat at all, and 1440p is going to be the real sweet spot for the 5700 XT, but it can even handle a little bit of 4K gaming, despite the fact that this was at ultra settings. I'd take the Apex Legends number with a slight pinch of salt, as it does like to dip in the heaviest areas and in big firefights, but if you turn the settings down a tad, you'll find that it works a treat. On the whole, I would say that in terms of performance, there's very little to fault here. That super fast SSD, graphics card that is reasonably priced but performs way above its weight, and then of course that Ryzen CPU, bringing home the bacon, again all at a very reasonable price. I think there are some improvements that probably could be made to the visuals. It's not necessarily dated, but I don't think it's the most blingy system I've ever put together. If you do want to check out current pricing on any of the parts featured, you can find all of that listed down in the description, but please do let me know your thoughts on this and what you would change down in the comments section. And while you're down there, don't forget to head over to our sponsors link for the Logitech G502 Lightspeed, the wireless gaming mouse that is sure to cause a stir. A wireless mouse can make such a difference to the flexibility and comfort of your gaming experience. And when you're packing such a pro-grade hero sensor and 1 millisecond response time, there is nothing stopping you from dominating the battle royale. Cut the cord with Logitech today. Find the G502 Lightspeed linked down in the description below. If you've enjoyed this video, please hit the like button, it helps out so much. As I say, let me know what you would change about this PC, and if you do want to see more videos and more builds, hit the subscribe button, and then they'll come straight to your inbox. Thank you so much for watching, I'll see you in the next one.